Now, a look back at our 3-hour lunch. The Sports Station, 104.5 The Zone.
All right, the terrible towel is terribly stupid. Jonathan Hutton's on Insider in the studio as well. But explain what you wrote and how this happened and why Pittsburgh people hate you.
I'm the most hated man in the city of Pittsburgh now. Tuesday, we do a Tuesday contest every week. We call it the Tuesday Tussle. David Whitley, who's a great writer at Fan House, and I will debate an issue. We take two different sides. So my editor on Monday said, you got the Super Bowl set. Which do you think is dumber, the terrible towel or the cheesehead? And I said, well, I think the terrible towel is much worse than the cheesehead. David Whitley took the cheesehead. And so we argued which of these, these symbols associated with the teams is stupider. And I said that by far the terrible towel was stupid based on the fact that it is, in fact, just a towel. It was not invented by someone else. You just swing it around your head. A lot of Titans fans know exactly what I'm talking about because you've seen the Steelers fans here. Keith Bullock and Lindell White, I know they agree with me because they stomped on this stupid towel. I just think it is the stupidest association of a sports product with a team ever. So I basically wrote that. And, I write, the column is well read.
So their venom is just.
The venom is unprecedented. I've written for 7 years on the internet. 7 years. And I've written a lot of crazy stuff. Never have I received as much venom as based on the saying the terrible towel is stupid.
Oh, I knew when I read the title of this column, the terrible towel is terribly stupid.
Tonight, this is not a joke. Do you know what the lead on local news is tonight in Pittsburgh? It is me, Clay Travis's opinion on the towel. That is the lead story in the city of Pittsburgh.
Here's some of what you wrote. Talk to any Steelers fan for more than 3 minutes and they'll mention their stupid towel. The yellow towels that they twirl above their head like rhythmic gymnasts from Moldova, hoping to be rescued via airlift from behind the Iron Curtain in 1985.
So Steelers fans, I also said, you can't really be credited with inventing something that already exists. The towel does exist already, right?
But not the terrible towel.
So
they invented the terrible.
Right. So my point is, I have a pen in my hand right now. If I twirl it around my head, can I be credited with inventing the terrible pen?
Or the frightful fork.
Or the frightful fork, as I've suggested. Next time the Steelers come to town, everybody in the Titan Stadium just bring a fork and sort of raise it above your head.
There is a charity function behind
and that's
terrible
fine.
towel.
The terrible towel sends about $200,000 a year, which is a good thing, to the charity. The difference is the worst Steeler player makes over $300,000 a year. So Steeler fans are talking like this charity is sending billions of dollars into the Pittsburgh market every year. The reality is it's less than the worst Steeler makes. It's less than Ben Roethlisberger paid to settle sex assault charges with his girls down in Georgia. So don't talk like this is some ridiculous thing. The most insane thing about this is Steeler fans are more angry at me for writing the terrible towel is stupid than they are at their quarterback for sexually assaulting a girl in a bathroom in Georgia. Talk about misplaced priorities. So,
this is where Jonathan Hutton enters the room and enters the mix. Jonathan
has put together a Pulitzer Prize-winning response and analysis of this situation.
I am the voice of the Steeler fan today.
You're going to be the voice of the Steeler fan. Okay, this idea was born in we share an office here at Citadel Nashville. And you started reading through some of the comments.
Which are there's over 1,000. And if you want just a comedic pyramid, you don't even need to read the column. Just read the article. You would think that I have I can't even think of what the equivalent would be. You'll have to listen to some of these.
There's over 16 pages of responses on Fan House. And I went through maybe 4 pages and picked out, somewhere between 8 and 10 of the best responses. I had to edit some of them for radio, but
so you're going to share some of these.
Still definitely get some points to
20 death threats. 20 death threats. People want to choke me to death with the terrible towel. People have emailed me this for saying the terrible towel again is stupid. They have a rapist at quarterback, but I said the terrible towel was stupid.
Well, I knew the venom that came out of the terrible towel stomping by Bullock and
so you expected
Lindell.
This.
So, I expected the responses to be there, and they were. And so I decided to just coldly walk in and give Steelers fans the voice to Clay Travis.
My name is Byron Cope, 78 years young. 32 years ago, I took a gold towel and created a following. The terrible towel.
I haven't heard this. I'm losing it right now.
Strike. Boy, did he strike.
This is his actual voice?
Well, don't disrespect the terrible towel. The curse of Coke will haunt you somehow.
Oh, my God, this is real?
You treat it like a dirty dish rag, 'cause here in Steeler Nation, that towel's our flag.
King Luke, fanhouse.com. Clay Travis, you were one of the worst and most classless writers on here. I hope you burn for insulting the city of Pittsburgh and Myron Cope. I bleed black and gold till I die. I'm trying to emphasize the bold lettering.
That was King Luke. He hopes I burn, huh?
You two in the country. Disgusting. That's what this article is. This is not journalism. This is garbage. The terrible towel proceeds provide proceeds to several different charities, going through all these comma splices. Many have tried to copy it, but there is only one terrible towel, Clay.
How could you fail to copy the terrible towel?
Are you a complete jackass to write this article?
Yes.
Downgrading the city of Pittsburgh as well. Have you been to Pittsburgh lately, moron?
Yes,
Beautiful city. So get your head out of your butt and think something creative to write. Rory Gladstone, 69.
Wait. Are you
Rory Gladstone, 69?
Are you screaming because it's in all caps?
It's in all caps. Rory Gladstone, 69, writes, glad to see your college journalism classes taught you how to be an idiot.
Didn't take any.
You must have been a fine, quote, edumacation that you received.
Education.
You should be fired for this article. I myself no longer live in Pittsburgh, but compared to the city I live in now, Pittsburgh puts it to shame. By the way, Clay Travis, that's your name? Dumb southern redneck with nothing better to do with your time. Steelers fans unite. Punish this punk. JAMDCTS.
This is awesome.
Clay, you are classless, ignorant, and a jerk. What an insult to the good people of Pittsburgh, and more specifically, Myron Cope. You are a know-nothing writer, a hillbilly clown who degrades a whole profession of journalists by posting such unresearched drivel. Can you even... I don't even know what this means. Can you even spell cat? It's spelled C-A-T, Clay. C-A-T.
Blaine is crying. He's laughing so much.
John. Just John. This story was written by an obvious idiot, and really there is no it's not worthy of a comment. The story is drivel with factual errors.
Drivel
I do feel compelled, however, to point to Clay Travis that this city of Pittsburgh is not an island, Clay. It isn't surrounded by 3 rivers.
As I mistakenly suggested.
There are, in fact, 2 rivers that run through the city and meet at what is called the Point that forms the Ohio River. It is clear that this nitwit knows nothing about sports as much as he does geography.
What is it, the Allegheny and the Monongahela?
Oh, I don't even know.
Those are the others?
We now know it forms at a point, right?
Yeah, the Point.
My new future,
everyone
writes.
makes out, the Point.
My new future?
My new future. Clay Travis, what I'm about to write and say is edited for this wannabe ESPN website. I'll keep it light. You're a frickin' stupid idiot for a person that is a sports writer and doesn't know the history of the towel, moron.
Keep it light.
Your bosses should be fired. And they should fire a person as ignorant as yourself just because of your ineptitude. The towel supports charity, idiot. I wish I could meet you and slap you on the back of your head like your daddy did when we were growing up in that in that backwoods town where they didn't have TV or radio. You should really get the facts next time so you can maintain some kind of reputation, or just stop writing about sports. OMG. I hope the Rooneys don't read this crap.
God forbid the Rooneys read it.
P. Kent 412. This guy is a jackass. The terrible towel is a long-standing symbol of the Steelers. People like to have symbols for things, Clay. Maybe you can remember the U.S. flag. Would you like to criticize Betsy Ross? Exactly.
What is it when I like to criticize Betsy Ross? Person who made up the American flag?
You can't even look at us.
Again, there are many more pages here.
Read the Betsy Ross line again. What was the Betsy Ross line?
I'm trying to, I'm reading this as if P. Kent 412 would say that.
Yeah, P. Kent 412.
This guy is a jackass. The terrible towel is a long-standing symbol of the Steelers. People like to have symbols for things, Clay. Maybe you can remember the U.S. flag. Would you like to criticize Betsy Ross? Exactly.